Hello everyone and welcome to this epic interview with author Danielle Aitken. Hello Danielle.
Hi, how are you?
I am really good. How are you?
I'm very, very well, thanks, Karen.
We are here today to talk about you, your awesome book, Sarah's Story. Can you hold it up there for us to see? Awesome. Yeah. And your future plans as an author. We're going to learn so much from you today. I just know that. I love these interviews because they're a beautiful insight into our beautiful, amazing Making Magic Happen Press authors. Will we get cracking, Danielle?
Yes, let's go.
Beautiful. Danielle, can you tell us about you and how you got to where you are now?
Okay, so my background has been in the caring industry, nursing initially as a very young girl, nurse, and then into midwifery. And I spent a great deal of time working in IVF, and that's where I got, where the book was born, really. But my path, I continued to learn through a lot of the experiences that I had in IVF, and I felt that I needed to grow a little more, so I became a counsellor and a clinical hypnotherapist. So I run my own private practice in a beautiful country idyllic spot, Kilcunda, up on a hill overlooking the ocean. So it's absolutely magical to do the kind of work that I do, and life is lovely up here in Kilcunda on the hill.
Oh my goodness, I love that, Danielle. How special to live your beautiful magical life. And how lucky are we that you share your magic with us through your words. Danielle, can you share with us how you got into writing?
Yes, well, it was really part of my journey through my work as a midwife, working in IVF. I experienced with my clients a lot of heartache, and there was obviously a lot of joy, but the clients that I had that weren't achieving success, I built a relationship with because they always saw the same nurse practitioner. So I knew them quite well, and I experienced the highs and lows with them and all the nail-biting moments. And I thought, for a lot of them that would have been magnificent parents, they never quite got there, and it was so heartbreaking and sad. And I really felt that there was this point when they finished their journey, and it's such a hard journey to finish, that they really had no direction. I felt in a way that we as professionals didn't provide them with anything after that. And there was a lot of despair and a lot of heartache because people didn't really have a vision of what there was for them after their IVF journey, because all they had set their goal towards was getting their child. And so I had in my mind for quite a long time that I would like to write this book that would give some hope that there is life after IVF. And initially the working title was Life Before, During and After IVF, because through the book I wanted to set the scene of where the main character developed her knowing that she was going to be a mother without consciously becoming aware. So it's kind of a life story, and it was born very much out of my work in IVF and what I experienced and the journey I went on with these women.
Wow, wow, wow. So powerful. Such an important book, such an important message, because there's so much emotion that you are actually directly in contact with that you can portray and bring into your book. And you do it so well, because it's I am very blessed. I'm a mother of 6 beautiful beings, but I experienced loss as well. I lost twins in between my boys and girls, and it is harrowing. It just gets you straight to your core. You feel this empty feeling. It's the worst feeling in the world whenever you yearn to be a mother and that's taken away from you. Oh my goodness. And you're giving these people hope that they can still live even if the dream doesn't come through. And so from all of them, thank you for writing this book, Danielle. It's amazing. I think that you answered my next question, which was Sarah's story. How can we explore that more? So you've done that, but can you read us an excerpt from the book and tell us why you chose this one?
But I could explore it more in that the first part of the book is about the IVF journey. The second part is very much about empowering women and couples and men to look beyond, to see things through a different lens almost, to find the meaning in even the most painful experiences, and to realise, and I think I try to get it across, that sometimes the family they're yearning for, they already have, when they can begin to discover that even on their own, they're whole, you know, and together they're a family already. Lots of relationships don't survive the process, so it was very much my goal in the second part of the book was very much to explore the power of the mind, and this is more the work that I do now. And in a way, the book, as I said initially, was in my head for a long time, and I started writing it, but I put it down, and I very much got the sense that it was also about my journey after IVF, and I had to learn what I needed to learn in order to write the second part of the book, which is very much about the power of the mind and our ability to change and really, or so it's a yeah, it's a journey.
Very, very much so. And the journey is so important. And wow, Danielle, your words are just so wow. Can you read some for us? We're ready to hear.
I can. I've chosen the beginning of chapter 9, which is really where the main character, Sarah, is beginning to realise that there are issues and it's becoming a bit of a struggle. Age is a factor, which I've also explored in the book. So it begins with another birthday, 36, childless. Things were bleak, and as the cold, late winter weather continued into what was supposed to be spring, my heart felt heavy with despair. I did my best to carry on as if everything were normal, but my work was beginning to suffer. How could it not? I felt as if my world was crumbling around me and nobody really understood. At times I found it hard to breathe. The reality of this infertility burden was weighing me down, and at times I felt as though I would surely drown in the hopelessness of it all. I was finding it even harder and harder to communicate my feelings to Matt, the husband. He just didn't seem to be going through the same emotions as I was. This made for very heated discussions. We were arguing more and more. Matt just wanted me to get on with things and start anew as if nothing had happened. There's nothing we can do about that, Sarah. Let's just move forward, he would say. Then he would often leave the house and go to Rogers to fix a car or watch football. I know he felt anywhere would be better than staying around the toxic person that I was becoming. There was a part of me that couldn't blame him, but there was another part of me that hated him for his inability to understand me.
Just right there in the core essence of this journey. Wow. Fabulous. Danielle, Sarah's story is such an important, powerful book that's going to, you know, whenever it reaches all of those readers that need it, it's going to help them on their journey. It's going to shine this light in. It's going to make them maybe face things that they may not want to face, but help them grow and love their journey and have a different perspective maybe that will help them work through their journey. So Sarah's story is such a powerful book, but you've got more books in you, haven't you? What's happening next for Danielle Aitken, author?
Well, I am writing another book. Interestingly, I wasn't. I was sitting with it. My job as an author, my position as an author, I was kind of sitting with it for a while because I didn't just want to write a book for the sake of writing a book. I wanted to write something important, and it came to me. So I am writing a book. It's a fairly heavy topic, but it's one that I feel is really, really important as well. And it's about suicide, specifically teenage suicide, and the effects of that ongoing. So it is again to get messages across, and to, because I think I live in a rural area, and suicide, not just of children, of kids, which is becoming epidemic, but also of a book about resources, a book about you know, the help that can be there if people open up and seek it.
Yes, and
I guess that came from, I experienced a suicide within my family group that I know the person, and it struck me very much so that this person who felt he had no one to call on, a day or two after his funeral, people from all around Australia had gathered together to support his son. So I just feel that people, it's a terrible thing, and I would like to be able to do something positive to help that. So yeah.
And you will do that in Danielle Aitken style. It's just so special how you approach these subjects that get the conversation started and can save lives and offer shine hope into other people's lives. Thank you so much, Danielle. It's been beautiful to chat with you, and I'm sure that that everybody who watches this will just be so touched. I just say wow to this interview. So thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Bye, everyone.